97.3 The Rock invites you into The Listening Room with Tom Drake.
Brought to you by Evologic, Dubuque area's premier control systems integrator, and the Whiskey on University, where great times get together. 97.3 The Rock, Tom Drake hanging out with you in this session of The Listening Room. Tonight I'm joined by Michael Gossard, lead vocalist and guitarist for the group Acidic. Those guys are out of Southern California. We will be covering the album Copper Man tonight, and speaking of which, we'll be hitting that song up right away. Well, first off, Mike, you are the lead singer and guitarist, so obviously you've probably been there from the start. How was the band formed? What's your guys' origin story?
Well, I started this band back in 2008, and what I wanted to do was to play music and have a good time, and I wanted to do it with people that I could have a good time with, because I feel like that's the most important. If you're not having fun, what's the point of doing it? And I'm happy to say that we have so much fun all the time, and we get into a little trouble, but who doesn't? Right. So I went around putting up flyers. I found a drummer, and finding a bass player, like a bass player that only plays bass, is so difficult because everybody's a guitar player who's willing to play bass. Mm-hmm. But I knew this one bass player, and he was like a full-on real bass player, and I'd known him since I was a kid, and I gave him a call, and he finally decided that I wasn't crazy. So he came and we jammed, and we stayed up too late, and we drank a lot of beer, and we all jammed, myself, Mike, and then there was Matt Whitaker, our drummer, and Ted Dabrowski, our bass player, and that's how it stayed. And we started playing shows, and we started touring, and we started asking our friends to come with us on the road to play a second guitar, which is awesome, and we have an amazing time. We're all about having fun with it, and we're all about getting out there and giving it our all, because at the end of the day, that's all we got left.
Very cool, man. Now, real quick, how did you guys decide on the band name Acidic?
Oh, that's an interesting story. So we were young and naive. We were under the impression when we got our first show in high school that the promoter of the club would garner us a name based on how many people we brought. This was many years ago. So we walked in there, we're like, yeah, we have this many people coming, and we have a couple hundred people coming, and we're doing this, we're doing that, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, what's your name? We're like, what? He's like, yeah, guys, you're going on stage in like an hour. I need to know what name so I can put it on the marquee and the tickets. And I remember that we were all hungover because we were so excited about playing the show that we'd stayed up the whole night before party. And we were drinking like club soda to, keep that down. And I remember looking at the ingredients list and seeing the word acid somewhere, it's phosphate acid or whatever they put in club soda. And out of my mouth pops the word acidic. And I'm like, well, our name's Acidic. Chill out, man. We're acidic. And he starts laughing, and he puts it on the marquee, and that's how it stayed ever since. So it was a pleasant accident.
Very cool, man. Very cool. And now let's hop into the title track from the album Copper Man. Here's Acidic on 97.3 The Rock's Listening Room.
Now I'm undercover.
97.3 The Rock, that's Acidic with Copperman. I'm Tom Drake, taking care of you in this session of the Listening Room, still hanging out with Michael Gossard of the band. Now, I do want to clarify some stuff. You guys do play with guest guitarists, or even featured on some of the tracks in the albums I saw.
Yeah.
Now, how does that work out?
You know what? It's interesting. It's like quasi guest, quasi friend. Basically, what happens is we started out as a three-piece, and then we added a fourth guitar player, and then he decided to go back to school and get married. Mm-hmm. And then so we added another guitar player, and the same thing happened, and he decided he wanted to go back to school. And so at that point, we were just like, you know what, we're going to do this as a three-piece, and we're going to invite some of our very best friends to come with us and play. And you know what, if it works out, it works out. And right now, actually, we have one of our friends named Josh Bennett touring and playing guitar with us, and he was even on the album, as well as our other friend. He's just a local guitar player in L.A., great guy. His name is Nicky, on the album, too. And we've been touring with Josh because he's just such a cool dude, and that's important. So what will happen is what will happen. But right now, we're being marketed as a three-piece, but we're that four-piece sound, man. I mean, it's just how it works. It's like being in a relationship. When you've been with some guys for so long, 6, 7 years, mm-hmm. It's impossible to just create that instant bond with a new person right off the bat. It takes years.
Oh, definitely.
And it takes living in a van and getting arrested and picking people up from the police station and being with everybody and smelling everybody's smells. That's what it takes, It's just a bonding experience.
Very cool. Now, speaking of which, what was the writing process like for this album, Copperman?
Crazy. And to sum it up in one singular word, we spent a lot of time writing a bunch of songs that we decided we didn't want to put on this album. And so there came a point about a month before we cut it. We were deep into pre-production, and our producer said, you know what? You guys, you gain all your fans, and everybody loves you when you play live. Let's just do that and see what happens. And we did that, and we spent a month together, like a straight month, just playing live and working it out, and, doing illegal things and being boys. And out of it came this amazing sound. And it was just undescribable. It was something fresh. It was something new. It was something exciting. And we went into the studio and recorded all the songs on the album live. And granted, yeah, we did go back and we layered the guitars and, we did all those things that professional bands do. But the base of every single track on that album is live performance. And I think that is so awesome, and it's something that is fairly unique in this day and age because everybody's doing the beeps and boops and the computer sounds and all that, but at the end of the day, we're a rock and roll band. That's what we're going to do.
Very cool, man. So you guys are out touring now. How is that going? How has the response been while you're out there on the road?
It's been fantastic, actually. We played Boston last night, and somebody gave me one of the Boston Strong wristbands, mm-hmm. which was so cool. And today I am currently sitting in New York City, and we're going to play a place called the Gramercy Theater. And we're on tour with a band called Trapped, and we're about to go on tour with a band called Hinder. And it's been just amazing, and we've been playing hundreds of people every night and rocking it, and everybody's been buying CDs, and everybody's been just swelling up about it, and it's just amazing. Anytime that we're 3,000 miles away from home and we find ourselves with people who we think are true friends, that's amazing. That's great. We're happy to be out here. We're happy to be playing music. Anywhere we can play music and drink some good beer or some PBR, whatever. We're happy to be out. We're just regular guys.
That's the true rock and roll spirit, right?
Right.
Cheap brew and good guitar.
Keep brewing and good guitar. Bad beer and expensive guitars and beat up cars. I think that is the motto for rock and roll bands these days.
There you go. And now let's head into our next song. Here's Pirate Eyes off the album Copperman. It's Acidic on 97.3 The Rock's Listening Room.
You always get your way.
You're in the listening room with Tom Drake on 97.3 The Rock.